Got this weird thing. All right.
It doesn't work.
Oh, stop!
It's pretty. I love your hair today.
You didn't bring your makeup brush today? I could help you like do some touch-ups.
Are you insinuating I should have put some makeup on?
No. Because you were fussing with my hair. I'm like, well, we could have had a fuss session here.
Well, oh, there's good morning, Colleen.
She's a brave lady. That's it. Oh, no, there's more. And the sun is shining. It is.
It's going to be it's supposed to be a lovely sunshiny day. There's Valerie Bennett. Good morning. And Margie Thomas. And Mary Frost Johnson and Gwen Brewer. And it is April 20th. There's Joanne Lewis.
Sally. I think Sally was in last week or maybe the week before.
And she's getting around good. She's had her knees replaced.
It's Karen and Mary Irene.
And I just saw somebody else and lost the thought.
Goes too fast.
There's Kathy Couse. Kathy must be back from Florida. And Beth Lukin.
Oh, there's
and
Pat.
There's Pat. She sent you a funny picture, didn't she? Did she send a picture?
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look then.
I thought there was a picture. And Evelyn. Good morning, Evelyn.
Alana.
And Patty. And Kathy Conway.
Oh, what was the comment?
Wanda Mowry.
Wanda.
Oh, that was you, Wanda.
Sorry, Wanda.
We are so sorry. Because we have, and I came, like I was away for a few days and came back and I said, Tammy, did you figure it out? Because I said I didn't and she said, no, she hadn't either. So
We ran
Wanda,
through all the names in our heads and
and
didn't
we
get
know
there.
You, Wanda, and it's like, we messed it up.
It's always like when you think you're going to remember something, you should write it down because you won't.
And Arlene, see, Wendy is saying, morning, Tammy and Arlene.
Yep, we couldn't do this without Arlene over there.
We sure couldn't. And Lynn in Woodstock and Catherine Lee. And Lori White. Yeah, we're very happy to see the sun. We were away for Easter, and I couldn't believe it because I said, I think I commented last week, the buds in my forsythia are starting to show. Well, I came back, and my poor blooms were just covered in snow.
So they're going to be okay?
Yeah, the snow melted last night, and I could see my pretty forsythia blooms.
That's good.
Yeah.
So did you have a good time away?
We did. We went down to see, we went down to Tennessee, to Murfreesboro to see Billy and Nicole and our grandsons, John and Heath. So we left Wednesday after the show, and we got there Thursday. We just kind of stayed halfway, so we didn't do the, super long drive. And then we went out for dinner Thursday night, and then we kidnapped our boys. But we told them when we got there we were going to kidnap them, so they packed overnight and stayed at our hotel with us because there was a sofa bed pull-out, and they had a nice saltwater pool, so the kids swam and played Thursday night, and then we visited, and Cynthia's forsythia. It rhymes. So, and then on Friday, they swam again in the pool, and then we drove up to Nashville and went to Antique Archaeology to where the American Pickers are, because Bill's watched that with them on TV. So that was fun, and we toured that, so we had a good visit, and it was Billy and Nicole's 20th wedding anniversary on Saturday. So I think I have a couple pictures, Arlene. Can we grab those up here? So this is a whole family. This is the place that they picked for dinner. And there's our grandsons. Heath is the youngest with the blue. And everybody's going, oh my gosh, John is almost as tall as his mom and I. So,
won't be long.
No, it won't be. And here's a picture of just Billy and Nicole. So 20 years. Her oldest son, and Nicole, many of you will recognize from working in the store here for many, many years. We miss her. And I think we have just a picture of her and I. We had a girls' day Saturday afternoon, and that was nice. We went shopping, and then we all went out for dinner.
It's a nice picture.
Yeah, so that was fun. So it was nice to get away, but when we were driving down, we got to see spring start. Because all of a sudden, the bushes got all fuzzy, the trees, and then the blooms started. It was like, oh, it was just, so then there were, when we stopped at the rest areas, I'd have to run up to a tree and smell. Because I just wanted to smell the blossoms. You know?
Just smell the tree?
Yeah, just that whole
Did you hug
spring. Because there were some magnolias blooming, and there was just lots of flowers, but I was even glad to see the big honkin' dandelions.
Oh my goodness.
Bill was laughing at me, but it was just like it was yellow and thick green grass. And, you know, we're only a couple weeks behind, and I can hardly wait. But it just was so welcome. And then we saw spring disappear.
As you come back home and there's snow.
Because we drove as far as Dayton on Sunday, and it was fine. We got up on Monday morning, and it was snowing, and it snowed all the way home.
Yeah.
So that was a surprise. Anyway.
All right, well, we're back, right?
We're back. How about we talk about door prizes?
All right, for door prizes, I've got a little pack of the sewing bandages.
And just email Tammy at cherishedpieces.com. Put your comment in.
And then there's a block book. And then I have 9 gingham garden fat quarters. So you could have some fun with those. And yeah, we'll draw at the end of the show today.
Yes, to somebody to comment. We did have a good time. We really miss our family. You know, we really miss the boys and Billy and Nicole. But the boys are just thriving in school and doing so well. So when you see everybody doing well and happy, then you're happy for them. Because as a parent, that's what you want. You want your family and your kids to thrive and to be happy. So what are we doing here this morning?
Well, got a few things to show, and then
we have a
demo. Yeah,
we have a demo today too.
So we have. Oh, I forgot that we have that feature. We have some strawberry placemats. Oh, I think this is upside down. So in your kit, which is $36, you have enough fabric to make 4 placemats. You could do 2 red or 2 green, or there's enough that you can make them all green or all red with the gingham. And so they're just a flip and sew with the strawberry fabric on the back. And we just thought that'd be fun, you know, to change some placemats for the season. So the kit was $36 for 4 placemats.
So including the backs. How
including
nice
the back,
is
yeah.
that?
You just supply your own batting.
And remember these cute little fabric bowls? Like this one, we just have this one made up. It's corn, but we decided to make some more for spring.
There's some citrus, the slices,
and some pretty strawberries. And these are $5, so everything's in there. You just have to sew them up.
Yeah, so it's like a little 10-minute sew project, and you're done. If that long.
Yeah. So we've made up some new ones, and they are going to be upstairs and ready for you when you come in. Yeah. And they are very handy. I have my husband liking this style and the plate ones.
The plate style?
Yeah, the plate style.
We also have this little mighty steam iron that came in. It's $48.99. It's home craft, dorm, travel use. It's like a little steam iron.
So you could do it with or without steam, but some people really like the steam. It's great for retreats or just, you know, like if you're going away to a class.
Heats quickly. It has like that ergonomic handle on top so that when you're holding it, I know it's hard to see because I've got it in the package. So it would travel nicely.
And AccuQuilt has released a brand new die, and it is called Tree of Life. So this is just their release was yesterday, and the finished block is 14 inches. So for those of you who really enjoy your cutting machines, this is a great die, and you can see all the pieces there. And they always have ideas of what you can do and how to put it together on the back. So this die is $195, and we have all of our dies, so that would be 20% off. This would be your price.
Okay.
Okay, so that has just been released, and we have those in stock.
Right.
Should we show some fabric?
Yeah, why not?
We have we picked up some of these from Michael Miller, and now these are two grays, and I'm going to show the two together because they are just a bit different in shape. That's good. They show up nice. They just have a sort of a different background, and we thought they would be a great blender. Thank you, Arlene.
So they're 15 a yard.
And this is sort of a pinky red.
Let's put it over the top. Yeah, so they've got some other coloring in it. So it kind of looks like the linen, but with a little variation.
Mm-hmm.
They're really pretty.
Yeah, purple, and then that blue's got a little bit of yellow in it.
Turquoise.
Yes. And you know what? Because gray is always such a popular color, we actually, maybe we should show all the grays together here, Tammy, because I have two more, and then you can see the variation in the colors. So, you know, they're always great background, borders, sashing. So I think with that little bit of color in it, it should add some nice interest to your projects. And then we have some sort of marbly ones, and these again are from Michael Miller. There's a good black and a nice chocolate brown and a good terracotta. That's always a good color. What are they calling this color? I don't know. I guess you're going to have to name it. Because it's a black, but they're
it's a little more of a charcoal.
Yeah.
It's not quite as black.
And a nice midnight blue.
Yeah, that is a nice navy.
This is kind of like a pudding color, isn't it?
What kind of pudding?
Butterscotch, maybe?
Okay. Could be butterscotch, yeah.
Okay. And here, I'll take some of those away while you show that pretty light blue.
Yeah, they don't really say the colors on there. They're probably just numbers, but very pretty.
Yeah, so we like to have some good basics.
You know, that blue would look great with that terracotta.
Oh, let's do that. Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then we have sort of a tan color.
Oh, yeah, look at that color combination.
That's pretty.
It's almost like you need to travel, like Italy or...
You mean like Tuscan, you're thinking?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Tuscan colors, and then here's a pretty kind of oceany blue.
Oops.
So another nice blue. I'll take those two.
Okay.
And because I know you have some fabric to show too.
Okay, so that's the
But we should get, maybe should we do Arlene with her demo first?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh.
We have to make sure we have the iron on. Is it nice and hot?
Well, might be.
Is it fresh? Well, you know what? Why don't we do the small line?
Okay.
Just so that we give the iron an opportunity to be nice and hot.
We're very organized, in case you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was this line called again? Brentwood? Burnwood? And so, there's this little 5 fat quarter bundle for $21. So, there's one of every piece of the yardage that I'm going to show you. So, there's that. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember what the line is.
It's by Camelot. And it's Laura Ashley.
But it is, I think it's
Laura
Burnwood or something is the Burnwood collections. I was on the right track. So they're just the nice blues with some greens.
It is very spring-like.
Yeah. And then there's this navy with the buds.
I saw lilacs blooming in somebody's yard, and I was wishing we could stop because they were great big ones. Is that iron up to speed? It is. So Tammy and I are going to go over this way, and Arlene's going to come over and do an interesting demo for you as I twist my ankle. Did you see how I did that, Tammy?
Yeah, it's just, I was just noticing it's a little fuzzy.
Oh. Good morning, everyone. I was going to show you all this rug. And it's using this bosal. So.
And it's single-sided. Is it single-sided?
Single-sided fusible. So we start with a layer cake. And we used the She Who Sews layer cake. But you could use any layer cake. You can also do it with scraps or yardage or whatever you have. And you start with just sewing the 4 strips together. Oh. There we go. 4 strips to get, like 4 squares together, like that. And then I'll move over to the other camera view. So you have your 4 strips together like this. And you have two strips of the basil cut to length, which is about 40 inches. And you lay it down on one side like that. And I actually did it this way. And then you take your iron and you just press it all along on both sides. Just to fuse it. And then you do the other side also. So you have your other strip, and you do that side. And you press it. On both sides, just to get it to fuse. So there, you have your 4 blocks, and now you have, it'll look like this, where there's 2 pieces of the basil fused on either side. Then you fold it in half towards the middle, and fold this side towards the middle. So it
And I
looks
guess
like
that's
that.
why it needs to be the 10 inches, right? Because that's a
That's
2.5
right.
inch strip.
Yes. Yeah. So, and then you fold it in half again. And then I did another, just to kind of hold it in place, I did another one pressing. Just to hold it there a little bit. And then I used the little handy red clips that we use so often, and I just kind of held it in place. And then you go to your sewing machine, and I put my walking foot on, which did make it a little easier, and you sew right down the center. So now your piece looks like this. And it's just straight stitch right down the center. And then you take it over and you start sewing the pieces together, and all the instructions are in there and the different ways to lay it out and the steps to sew it. But then I would sew these 2 together first, like that. And then I would zigzag them together on the rug. So these pieces would be attached like that.
So are you zigzagging the 2 together?
Yes. So they're just telling you to do them in pairs. So you just zigzag the pairs together first, and then zigzag them all together, and you grow your rug. And then you trim the sides, and you bind it, and you have this 2-sided rug like that. There. So,
Arlene,
and
it's so soft.
nice and cushy, and it would look great in front of your cutting table, or in a nursery in front of the change table. There's in front of your kitchen sink. There's so many places. Just a fun little rug that it didn't take me very long at all, and yeah, it was a fun little project.
You know, I keep going about that Odie coat that we have, like the gel coating, so that you could make it so that it would be waterproof and stain proof, so that you could make it so that if you wanted to use it in your kitchen, you could, because then you could just wash it. Because that's very washable, isn't it?
Yeah. So we do have the patterns. They're $13 each, and we do have the basil that you need for it, and they are $32 each. And then a layer cake or scraps or however you'd like to make it.
That's really neat. I like how it's like cushy.
Yeah.
So it'd be comfortable to stand on, or even beside your bathtub, like a bath mat.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but we thought this would be neat with that sewing line in your sewing room, because you spend a lot of time in front of the ironing board or your cutting table.
That's right.
But you could use scraps.
Yeah.
And because it really isn't, you know, we think when we looked at it, we thought, oh, this is a jelly roll rug. But it's not.
It's not.
It was done with the 10-inch squares. But you could do it with random lengths of your scrap fabrics.
Yeah.
As long as it was the 10 inches wide.
Now, will it take the entire package
Yes.
of Basel?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So no waste.
No waste.
I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for showing us that.
No problem.
That was a great demo, Arlene.
Just gotta turn that iron off before we forget. And I think we have maybe some more fabric.
Yeah, I think you do. And you know, one of the things I noticed when we were away, Nicole and I met a lovely lady at the pool. You know, I'm always talking to somebody. But anyway, she told me about a quilt store in Murfreesboro. Well, then, of course, you know,
We have to go see.
We have to go see. And it was called Stitcher's Playground. Just a
Oh.
very sweet store in a house. And one of the things that I noticed is that they had when they did their baby quilts, they did these rugs, like either the jelly roll, but they were all actually jelly roll rug style, for the nurseries.
Oh, so they kind of matched a quilt and a rug?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
neat.
thought, that is so cute. So the style that Arlene did, I'm going to do for our new baby girl that's coming. Because I took one of those rolls home last night and thought, I am definitely going to do that. It's just so sweet. But when I was standing there, I just thought, oh, you could make that so that it would be waterproof. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
know, when you
could.
started talking
Yeah.
about the additional uses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and washable. So, great. So what do you have over here?
So it's another Michael Miller line. What's this one called? Beautiful Palette.
This is
So this
so,
is artsy. I love
This-
that.
so pretty. Kind of, you could almost use that nice one I had before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You could mix some of those in with it. So do you have some other ones?
I do. Now these are,
This one's 16 a yard, and
this one's 14.
okay.
So these are pin dots. So they're not necessarily the same line, but you could definitely use them together. So there's that nice green.
That's a fun green.
There's kind of a sandy taupe.
Mhm.
More of a mint. And then there's a white. I'm just getting the thread off. It's like a tone on tone. It's maybe hard to see that.
Pretty.
And then there's this periwinkle blue.
That is a nice periwinkle.
And like a lavender.
Oh, these are such pretty spring
They're
colors.
very springy.
Mhm.
That's a nice gray. And a blue. Maybe a ocean type blue.
Yeah.
So,
Isn't that a pretty palette?
Mhm.
Very nice.
oh, Shirley says you're going to need a moving truck to get your baby gifts down to them.
Do you know what, Shirley? Sent stuff because they had a baby shower on Friday in California, and now they're in their house in Nevada. So anyway, there was a parcel that went to the baby shower, and then there was a parcel of things that I made that arrived at the house yesterday.
Oh, fun.
So I had my burp pads and stuff, and my son said, he was so cute. He was driving home from work yesterday, and he said, "Mom, what are those big squares?"
Are you
that
talking
you
about the
made?" And I said, "Well, they're receiving blankets." And then I explained it to him.
big squares?
Big squares. I thought that was really cute.
He'll find out soon enough.
And I bought this big, soft bunny, one of those jelly cat bunnies from Chapters, because he'd had a bunny, but she's about like this big, and she's sort of a blush color. And Tiana had said that she really liked it. She said it's definitely going in the bag, going to the hospital bag for the
Aw.
baby. Yeah. And she said she slept with it the other night. She thought it was so soft and cuddly. So I was very thrilled about that.
There you
So,
go.
Anyway. Yeah, I thought that was cute.
That is cute.
What are those squares for?
And then we didn't talk about that.
We should have. And I
What
think
happened
this
to
is
my
so pretty.
pattern?
I slipped it along.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
So this is a 3-yard kit, and if you remember a few weeks back, we showed this kite line. I think it's a Riley Blake line. I forget what it's called, but we thought it's so cute. It needs to have a little quilt. So it's a 3-yard kit. It's called Checkmate, the pattern. So you've just got your strips of your focus and then your 4 patches with some borders. So we just thought that would be a lot of fun.
I love that color combination.
Yeah,
Very
it's fun.
nice, Tammy. Yeah.
We had some fun figuring out what we wanted to put together with that. And I think that's all we have to show, right?
Show and tell.
Oh,
Show and tell. We got to do that. Oh, Janice came in with her beautiful quilt coat. Like, we've been seeing these online, but this is the first one we've actually seen in person, and she did an awesome job.
Oh, it's really nice. I love the colors.
And everywhere in kind of the sashing, she did like a special stitching from her machine, so it wasn't like she did a lot of extra detail.
Very, very nice.
It's very nice.
Congratulations, Janice.
I think she just had to put some buttons on it yet, or like something on the front. Sue Koopman, I think. If we got your name wrong, we apologize, but I'm pretty sure it's Sue. And she made that with the owl panel. Oh, we just loved her colors. Great. Yeah.
I love the border too. Very nice.
This was another one she did that she finished that somebody had gifted to her that was like a UFO. It was beautiful.
Very, very nice. And here's our own Angelique, and this was her take on that owl panel.
Yeah, so she just needed to bind hers, but...
That's with the ombres, isn't
yes,
it?
So she really loved it, and it turned out really nice.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
She did a great job. So that's our show and tell.
We love when you bring stuff in and show us. Now I think it's door prize time.
It is. So Band-Aids are going to be up first.
And they're all sewing themed.
A little sewing machine and, yeah, measuring tape.
Lori White.
Lori White. Congratulations. The block book
is Monica Fenema.
Congratulations, Monica.
And yes, we did receive our supply of 3-yard quilt block books.
And then the fat quarters
is Tanya Louise.
Tanya Louise, congratulations. So you let us know if you're going to come pick up your door prize or if you need it mailed, and then that way we can get it to you and you can enjoy it.
So we have some lovely warmer weather headed our way, and we hope you enjoy that and make a road trip and come out and see us.
That'd be fun. Bring us your show and tell.
For sure.
Yeah. Have a great week.
We hope you all had a lovely Easter, and we look forward to seeing you.